Hey, I'm the last one to the party. I must have put the wrong time in there. Well, I better check the chat. See if anybody is... Well, Kathy got it right away. I wonder if he typed the wrong time. Gonna run out of daylight at Wrigley. I love it. Peanuts, popcorn, uppers. No, that's my fault, people. I apologize. What did I have in there, just out of curiosity? I'm going to sign on, and it says waiting for Spokane Steve, and I'm going, hey, wait a minute, something's not right here. Oh, yeah. $2.20. Oh, my God. All right, I guess I shouldn't have had that second gummy yesterday evening, huh? Anyway, again, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're always at the same time. Unless I announce it different. But I mean, how is anybody to know? We've been talking about the medicinal therapeutic value of giving a baby Guinness. Well, I think in small doses it could, be a helpful thing at nap time. Okay, it's a Houston-Chicago doubleheader, the first game of the doubleheader, the middle game of a 3-game series in which the Astros won the first game. The Astros are getting it in gear again lately, now sitting at 32-20. Let's see where that puts them in the standings. 4th, I'm guessing? Nope, 5th. They're a half a game behind the Braves for 4th. And the Cubs in dead last, 23-36. The Cubs are in a tailspin. They've lost 8 of their last 10 and 3 straight. A topical on baby's gums. Yeah, really any kind of alcohol could be used for that. I can remember my mom talking about just rub a little whiskey on their gums. Well, then don't use Irish whiskey, Ernest. Jesus, I'm the last one to the party here. You got 12 people been sitting here waiting. I can't believe that. I feel like a real doofus today. All right, 2 lefties on the mound. It's going to be Mike Cuellar for the Astros, Dick Ellsworth for the Cubs. Let's take a look at the numbers. And I'm trying to adjust my eyes in here too. That's nothing new, is it? Cuellar 4-5, 4.95. This is his 9th start. He's also worked 7 games out of the pen. He has 2 complete games. Looking at the wrong line there. 67 1/3 innings. 67 hits. He's only allowed 5 home runs, but it's certainly a subpar season for Cuellar given that card so far. For Dick Ellsworth, 5-3 with a very high ERA, 6.22. This is his 14th start. He has 3 complete games, including a shutout. But in 81 innings has given up 111 hits. Ouch. And looking at his hits to innings in real life, I guess not that much of a surprise. Pitchers who give up a lot of hits tend to have a hard time in Strat-O-Matic. I'd rather have the same amount of on-base chances but have it be walks, you know what I mean? Or Smirnoff for Russian babies. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Jose Cuervo if you're Mexican, whatever. You get the picture. Or just use what you have in the cupboard. Hell, the baby doesn't know the difference. Unmitigated, it's an easy call today, huh? Oh, it is, isn't it? I can guess who it is. Here's the lineup for the Astros. I feel like I'm playing catch-up now. Why not cross-eyed Mary? Joe Morgan leads off at second base. Sonny Jackson is the shortstop. Jim Wynn in his familiar 3 spot in center field. Dave Nicholson will hit cleanup and play right. Chuck Harrison is at first base. Bob Aspromani at third. John Bateman will do the catching. Rusty Staub in left drops down to the 8th spot against the left-handed Ellsworth. And Cuellar, the pitcher, hits 9th. Yes, Aqualung 56. That was, when I first signed up for YouTube, I used it almost exclusively for looking at live music videos. If I'd have known I was going to be doing this, I might have made my name Don Sutton. Who knows? I remember back in the old days when you paid cash for motel rooms when I was young, sometimes I'd sign in as Don Sutton. They never looked or asked for ID. Holy cow, Mookie's on the warpath. Okay, let's get the umpires and we'll get started. John Kibler calling the balls and strikes, Bill Jakowski at first, Ed Sudol at second, and Paul Pryor down at third. So we're starting a couple of minutes late, thanks to me, of course. Ellsworth ready to go to work, and here's Joe Morgan. Hatton never changes his lineup against lefties other than dropping Staub to 8th. Still the lefties at the top of the order, and little Joe at 292 now. His average has really come up. 3 home runs and 34 RBIs, which is 3rd on the team. Not bad for the leadoff man. Ellsworth into the windup. It's a 4-7 left-handed, and Morgan with a ground ball through the right side for a leadoff single. Now we'll have to check the battery. Morgan a threat to run. Ellsworth a 0 hold. And Hundley a 0. So Morgan 15. He'll be held on at 13. That'll make it a little tougher decision for Sonny Jackson. And Jackson is going to execute the hit and run play. Held on, he's an A. It's a 6A. Batter thrown out by the first baseman. Runners advance. We're going to call that a 3-1. Morgan to second. So a play I rarely use. Well, why not give it a try with Jackson against the left-handed pitcher? My poor afflicted eyes, I'm telling you. Oh, nice. A 41 set on the secondary market. That wasn't a black market purchase, was it, Ben? Here's Wynn. He leads the club in everything. 317 average, 17 home runs, and a major league leading 67 RBIs. Astros playing their 63rd game of the season. Oh, Bill, I forgot I even wrote it down. See how I am? I do have it written down here. Okay, that's definitely on my list. Oh, man, I tell you, my memory isn't worth a crap anymore. And see, if I hadn't written it down, I would have completely forgotten it. I mean, I forgot it anyway, and I did write it down. The pitch to Wynn. 110 left-handed, high fly ball to deep left. Bacabella back at the track, at the wall. It's gone. And Jimmy Wynn strikes again. Oh, my. I thought about putting him on, but it's only the first inning. A 2-run blast for Wynn, his 18th home run of the season. RBIs 68 and 69, and it's 2-0 Astros. There's no slowing this Wynn down. We keep thinking he's going to regress to the mean, right? Bases are clear for Nicholson, who's hitting .233, 5 home runs, 18 RBIs. Ellsworth into the windup. 1-4 lefty, base hit into right. He goes the other way with it, and that's the third hit off of Ellsworth. And Hundley already making an early mound visit here in this one. That'll bring up the first baseman, Chuck Harrison. Harrison hasn't played much, just 13 for 64, a .203 average. The card much better than that. Ellsworth out of the stretch now. 1-4 lefty, grounder to short. It's Kessinger to Beckert for 1, on to first, double play. That'll end the top of the first, but the Astros strike for a pair on the 2-run blast by the toy cannon. And after half an inning, Houston 2, Chicago coming to bed. I want to mention that this morning I played the World Series in my NABL league, and I won it in 5 games. So I won the NABL championship this year, which is funny because last year was the year I gave up a ton for the Garrett Cole card, won the division, but got knocked out in the second round of the playoffs. And that was the year I'd really gone all in to try to win it. This year I thought it'd be a good team, but not as good as last year, and we end up winning it all. So of my 5 keeper leagues that are current day, that was the only one I won this year. The ace of the staff. Now I can't think of his name. If you guys weren't used to this would be downright. It's Logan Gilbert. Yes. Gilbert was 4-1 in the postseason with an ERA under 2, and in this game 1 of the semifinals, pitched my one and only postseason no-hitter in history. And since he was an S6, he pitched the 9th inning fatigued and still got the no-hitter. What's wrong with these glasses? Are they broken? Okay, here's the lineup for the Cubs. I don't know, Larry, and somebody would have to clean it up. I did what I always do. I poured another cup of coffee. Don Kessinger, who's listed up here as cold. Kessinger in his last 10 days, just 4 for 32. So what does DeRocher do? He moves him into the leadoff spot. Maybe he's trying to get him going. Glenn Beckert at second. Billy Williams hits third and plays right field. Ron Santo in the cleanup spot at third base. Ernie Banks at first. John Bacabella gets the start in left field, a rare start for Bacabella. Byron Brown's in center. I'm assuming the Brown's the beer batter, unmitigated. Hundley to do the catching, and Ellsworth the pitcher round out the lineup. Hang on a second, I'm going to bring the sun lamp into play. And turn off the heater. Maybe that'll help. Let's see what that does. Oh, wow, that's awfully bright. That's better. Wow. Well, my eyes will adjust as the game goes along. Oh, is that so? But I didn't notice he did that. But the beer, who is the beer batter then? Oh, bingo, Steve. Okay, so it is Brown, who leads the majors in strikeouts. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first, Kessinger to start things off. Overall, 244, no homers, 10 RBIs. Switch hitter hitting right-handed against Cuellar. Here's Cuellar's pitch on a 3-8 fly ball to center. Jimmy Wynn has it. And Kessinger's struggles continue. I remember when I went to the Astrodome in 1975, and if an Astro homered with the clock on an even number, it was free beer for the house. How insane does that sound today? And they did it. Doug Rader hit one. And you didn't just get one. My cousin took me, and my cousin's husband or fiance, I don't remember, took me, and we ran up there, and he says, grab one of those those drink holders that have 4 pockets. We each got 4 free beers. So Rader hits a home run, and they give us 8 beers. It's absolute madness. I know I've told this story before, but I never get tired of it because it's almost impossible to believe. It's basically, okay, if one of our guys hits a home run on an even number on the clock, we're getting the whole place drunk. And of course, they had a digital clock. In 1975, this was the only ballpark that had a digital clock. Nobody had digital clocks in 1975. I think they were as proud of showing off their technology as anything. Glenn Beckert's batting .296. No homers, 16 RBIs. Exactly, Ben. I'm surprised it didn't. Cuellar, pitch to Beckert, 6'8" righty, flies it to straightaway center. Jimmy Wynn again, barely has to move for that one, and there's 2 quick outs. Well, they weren't that quick, thanks to my story. Here's Billy Williams, 271, 13 homers, 38 RBIs. Another lefty-lefty matchup here. Cuellar delivers a 3-4. High fly ball to deep right. Nicholson turns around and watches it fly. Bye-bye baseball. The ball is flying today in Wrigley. Billy Williams blasts his 14th home run of the year, and it's a 2-1 ball game. On a 3-4 lefty, no doubt about it. Williams can touch them all. Oh, yeah, before we went to the game, my aunt took me on the tour. They had an Astrodome tour back then. They made the bull go off and the light show and the whole thing. It was very impressive. Home run derby indeed, and here's Santo, who leads the team in pretty much everything. A .354 average, second in the league. 13 home runs, 45 RBIs. Cuellar's pitch on a 4-9 right-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Down goes Santo, down go the Cubs, but they get a run back on the Billy Williams homer. And 2-1 Astros after 1 inning of play. I'm looking for a light adjustment today. Trying to find something I can see here. Well, now what have I done? Killed it? This is one of the worst eye days I've had in a while. Trying to focus in here. As we move to the second inning, Bob Aspromonte to lead it off. Bob hitting .260, 4 homers, 22 RBIs. Ellsworth with the windup and the pitch. It's a 6-6 right-handed. Grounder down to third, fielded by Santo, who throws him out. And there's one down. That's not good. I'm really struggling with this lighting. Bateman will be the batter. John Bateman at 278, 5 homers, 25 RBIs. The windup on the pitch from Ellsworth on a 1-8, base it into right field. He goes the other way with it with a little inside-out swing and drops it in front of Williams. Hey, there's Kevin. It's been a while, Kevin. Oh, no, it's the name, isn't it? That's throwing me again. What was your other name, Kevin, before YouTube screwed it up? Yeah, I've got vinegar in me today. I got to be careful I don't rip them too much. They might kick me off the air. Here's Staub now. Staub at 282, 7 home runs, his 41 RBI is second only to Win on the team. That's a 5-5 left-handed. It's going to be a fly ball to right. Routine play for Billy Williams, who makes the catch. And here's Cuellar, left-handed hitter with the end power. 4-6 left-handed. That's going to be a liner to second, single to 12, and it's caught by Beckert. Nice catch by Beckert to end the inning. No runs to hit, a man left. Nice, Bill. Good memories. Just inside the pesky pole. Just a bit inside. I'm still trying to find one. Bottom of the second, Ernie Banks will start things off for Chicago. Banks hitting .269, 6 home runs, 28 RBIs. Cuellar gets the sign from Bateman. The pitch is a 3-11 left-handed. Routine grounder to second. Joe Morgan gobbles it up. Flips it over to Harrison, 1 down. Here's Bacabella now. Bacabella playing left field. Bacabella has not played much. In fact, I can't find his stats. Here he is, 7 for 34, a 206 average. The pitch from Cuellar on a 3-2. It's a high fly ball to deep left. Staub backing up on the track pulls it in. Bacabella gave it a ride, but it dies on the track. Oh, that's cold. And here's our beer batter, Byron Brown. Brown at 246, 9 homers, 33 RBIs, and a major league leading 65 strikeouts. The pitch from Cuellar, 1-6. High fly ball to deep left. Backing up his Staub at the track, at the wall. He leaps. It's over the wall. Home run, Byron Brown. On a 1-6 lefty, he rolls the 14. And for Byron, that's his 10th home run of the season, and that ties the game. So the beer batter goes yard. And here's Randy Hundley. Hundley at 245, 9 home runs, 31 RBIs. Cuellar's pitch on a 2-7, banged into left center for a base hit, double to 3. That is going to be a 3, and Hundley headed for second to throw. He's in there. 2-out double for Randy Hundley. That'll turn the lineup over at least. Ellsworth, a left-handed batter. On a 3-9, grounder to first base. Harrison will take it to the bag himself, and that'll end the second inning. But the Cubs tie it on a homer from the beer batter, Byron Brown. It's 2-2 after 2. And I still can't see worth a damn. Ellsworth takes the mound for the third. It'll be top of the order for Houston. I just looked to saw Ben's comment there. Morgan singled to start off the game, came around to score. Ellsworth getting the sign. Here's the windup on the pitch. It's a 6-10 left-handed. Routine grounder to second. Beckert, 2 banks, 1 down. That'll bring up Sonny Jackson. Ellsworth with the windup. The pitch is a 5-4 left-handed. Catcher's card, that's Hundley. Hundley a 2E6. On a 20, it is a foul out to the catcher. And quickly 2 out here in the third. And here is Wynn, his 2-run blast in the first, accounting for all of the Astros' runs so far. The pitch to Wynn is a 3-8 left-handed. He struck him out. 1-2-3 inning for Ellsworth. Down go the Astros, and we're still tied at 2. Yeah, Larry Cuellar only allowed 10 that year in 227 innings of work. One of the cards that's really underachieving in this replay so far. Still a lot of games to be played, of course. Let's see how many he's given up now. He gave up 2 in this game, so he's allowed 7 homers in 69 innings, roughly. Top of the order for the Cubs, Don Kessinger will start things off. Cuellar's pitch on a 3-11 left-hander. Liner right into the glove of Morgan. That'll bring up the second baseman, Glenn Beckert. The pitch from Cuellar is a 5-4 right-handed. Third base X, that's Aspromani, a good third baseman, 2-18. To his left on an 18, he's there, throws in time. Nice play, Aspromani. Probably the 2 best fielding third basemen in the National League starting in this game. And with 2 down, here's Billy Williams. Williams, of course, homered his first time up. Cuellar with the windup. Here's the pitch on a 1-7 left-handed. Hard smash to second. Morgan takes it on a hop and throws him out. 1-2-3 go the Cubs. And we move along to the fourth, still knotted at 2. Yeah, I hear you, Franklin. That had to be a rowdy crowd in some of those games, I bet. I used to watch those games on, what was it, WBN? And I would think, don't any of these people have chops? Dave Nicholson will lead off the fourth. He singled his first time up. Ellsworth comes in with a 1-8 lefty, just misses, and he walks in. So Nicholson's been on both times so far, no threat to run. Yeah, unmitigated. I worked the graveyard shift, so that was something I could watch after work. Chuck Harrison grounded into a double play his first time up. Ellsworth working from the stretch now on a 1-6 lefty. Liner to short. Single to 12. He's got the single. Stopping at second is Nicholson. And the Astros have something going in the fourth. First and second, nobody out. And here's Bob Aspromonte. Aspromonte, who made a nice play in the bottom of the third. The full windup and the pitch is a 3-10. That's going to play to run. 2-star single. Triple to 2. Just missed that. It'll be a 2-star single with Nicholson scoring. All the way to third goes Harrison. And the Astros retake the lead, 3-2. With runners at the corners and nobody out, here's John Bateman. Let's see how the Cubs are going to play this. Bateman, a lot of ground ball A's. They're going to stay back and give up a run for 2 outs here. The pitch to Bateman on a 5-7 righty. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Big strikeout there for Ellsworth. And here's Staub. And they're going to bring the infield in for Staub with 1 out. The pitch is a 4-8 left-handed. That's a base hit into right field. That'll get a run in. Aspromonte can try to go to third on that. 12, 14, 15 to third. They're going to send him. And the Cubs will cut it off. Four to 2 Astros. Here's the pitcher, Cuellar. Cuellar is a B bunter. They'll bring the infield in. Straight sacrifice on a C. It's a 3C. And he beats out the bunt and the run scores. Holy smoke, it's a single for Cuellar. An RBI single as Aspromonte scores. Everything going Houston's way here in the fourth. The fourth hit off of Ellsworth. And there's activity already in the Chicago pen. Let's see who's coming up. Cal Kuntz, the righty, throwing down there. First and second, still only 1 away, and here's Joe Morgan. The full windup and the pitch on a 5-5, fly ball to right. That's playable for Billy Williams. And he makes the catch. And this one I'm going to have to look up again. Runner at second could tag up on that. That's Staub, 11-13 plus 1, 14. He's only out on a 20, so he's going to try to tag up. And he'll tag up and take third. So runners at the corners now, 2 away, and here's Sonny Jackson. Ellsworth with a 4-4 left-handed fly to center field X. That's going to be a tough chance for Brown. Brown a 4-E12 in center. Hold your breath on this one. It's a 13, and he can't get it. It's a 2-star single. That'll drive in another run. Staub scores. Cuellar all the way to third. And here comes DeRocher, and that's going to be it for Ellsworth. There's no way he's going to let him face Jimmy win. So Ellsworth knocked off the mound in the fourth. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits. 1 walk. 1 strikeout. Score now is 6-2 Astros as Cal Kuntz comes in to take over for the Cubs. Where the hell is Kuntz? There he is, 3-3, 4.14. Jackson held at first. Quenney held at 18. They're not going to take the bat out of Wynn's hand. Runner held, the pitch to Wynn. 6-5 righty, grounder shortstop X. Kessinger, 2E40. Here's the play on a 10, error range. It's a 7 on a 40, and that's going to be an error on Kessinger, and another run will score. And the Cubs the Astros rather, bat around. Cuellar crosses the plate. And the route is on. It is 7-2. Here's Nicholson, singled and walked so far. The pitch on a 2-2, high fly ball to left field, backing up is Bacabella at the track, at the wall. It's gone. Home run, Nicholson. We've got a laugher. A 3-run shot by Dave Nicholson. That is his 6th home run of the season, and 7 runs have crossed the plate here in the fourth. Yes, Kevin, Wynn has 69 RBIs in his 63rd game. The pitch to Harrison. 6-4 right-handed grounder short X. Kessinger again, 240. On an 8, the error range, it's a 9 on the 40, and he makes another error. Second error of the inning by Kessinger. And a good portion of the crowd is already leaving. The other half is drunk. I was laughing because you were laughing, actually. Pitch to Aspromani on a 2-7. Grounder short. Kessinger has it. The throw. He makes the throw. How about that? Holy cow. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. See, error. That should have been the third out. So 3 of the runs are unearned, I think. I can't tell, to be honest with you. This is a mess. Okay, so that's the 4th. Let's rearrange these boxes now. Hopefully we don't go extra innings. Yeah, at this point, the Cubs may as well just bring in Estrada or Brolio for mop-up, huh? Or maybe Bill Connors. Oh, you know, Bill, I was going to do that. I did not print it out. But now that you mention it, I did fill everything in. And there it is. So Short did get the win, only working a third of an inning. I would have probably awarded it to Drabowski or even Watt. But I stand by the official scorer. Wyatt McMahon did a nice job before Brandon crapped the bed. And the Oriole bullpen, Fisher was terrible, but really Miller hurt him. Still 3 1/3 scoreless out of the Orioles' pen. A fine start from John Miller and a decent job by Santiago, long forgotten by that point. Nobody happier than Cuellar right now, who takes the mound with an 8-run lead. Santo 0 for 1. Here's the pitch from Cuellar. It's a 210 left-handed. High fly ball to left. Staub is there. 1 away. Cuellar rated 8 for starter endurance. Well, this kind of a lead, he's already thinking about the complete game. And here's the pitch to Banks on a 1-11. Foul ball left side. Aspromani over by the railings. And he makes the catch. And here's the left fielder, Bacabella. On a 1-7, he walks him. Here's Byron Brown, the beer batter, he of the second inning home run. The pitch from Cuellar on a 2-8 lefty. He struck him out. Drink up if you got him. So Cuellar in the shutdown inning shuts him down. Okay, now I got to fix their half of it. Kuntz due to bat second in the fifth. He'll pitch one more inning. Then it'll be mop-up time for the Cubs. Bateman's 1 for 2. Kuntz with the pitch. 2-10 right-handed. It's a grounder to third, fielded by Santo, who throws him out. The Amberbach. Here's Staub, 1 for 2. Kuntz's pitch on a 2-4. Fly ball to left. Bacabella is there to make the catch. And the batter will be Cuellar. 6-7 left-handed. Grounder to second base X. That's Beckert. 2-26. Here's the play. On a 13, he's there, scoops it up and throws him out. A 1-2-3 inning for Kuntz. I know I couldn't figure it out either. And there's Devils, who is world's worst, correct? I don't remember the slam, Bill. You know, I haven't asked you about the Canada weather in a while, Bill. I imagine you're indoors by now, if I had to guess. Here's Hundley to lead off the bottom of the inning. Cuellar into the windup. 3-10 left-handed. Routine grounder to third. Fielded by Aspromani, who throws him out. And now we'll have a hitter for Kuntz. So Kuntz goes 1 1/3. 1 hit, 2 runs, both unearned. And against Cuellar, the hitter will be Jimmy Stewart. Stewart, a switch hitter, hitting right-handed. That's right. Thanks for the memory jog. Cuellar's pitch to Stewart is a 2-11 left-handed, a grounder down to third. Aspromani again, and Stewart is retired. That'll bring up the leadoff man, Don Kessinger. Cuellar into the windup, 2-6, and he walks him. 2-out walk to Stewart, the second free pass issued by Cuellar. And the hitter will be Beckert. Heck, you're about where I'm at. 49 and cloudy in Spokane. Pitch to Beckert on a 1-10 lefty. Grounder down to third. Aspromani goes the short way to Morgan for the fielder's choice. And that'll end the inning. 5 innings in the books. It's a 10-2 laugher. Let's see who's going to mop up for the Cubs. Left, left, right, right, right. Let me check their usage display. That's really all that matters at this point. We're going to go to the computer-only Bill Connors. So 8 runs, 7 earned for Ellsworth. 2. That's correct. 2 unearned for Kuntz, I think. We'll let the computer correct me if I'm wrong on that one. Okay, Connors has been in 3 games and he's been boxed in 4 1/3 innings. In other words, the perfect game for him to come into. Top of the order for the Astros, Joe Morgan steps in 1 for 3. Connors with the windup and the pitch on a 6-6 lefty. Gets a high fly. It's a single to right. Morgan's a weak. So on a 6-6 clean home run, Morgan gets the single. Not held at 14 with an 8-run lead. He's not going to run. Jackson's going to hit away. 1-6 righty, base hit into right. Morgan racing to third, and he's in there. And the first 2 Astros reach here in the 6th. So I'll throw it out there right now to the group. Obviously, usage is a question, but how much of a shellacking should I allow Connors to take? There's the pitch to Jimmy Wynn now. Infield is double play depth on a 5-8 right-handed. That is a liner to third, caught by Sano. Just back to the bag is Joe Morgan. That's what I'm thinking, Ben. Bill says finish his innings and send him to the minors. Nicholson singled, walked, and pretty much buried the Cubs with a 3-run homer in the 4th. The pitch is a 4-5 righty. Fly ball to right, B question mark. At least I think it's to right. It does not say. Let me pull up his card on the computer. See if I can make any sense out of this. Fly ball B question mark. Yeah, it doesn't say. Well, then we'll say it's to center. Brown has the best arm. Morgan 15-17-0. He's going to tag up. He'll score. Sac fly to center. And it's 11-2. And here's Chuck Harrison. 3-7 right-handed, and he walks Harrison. Down to second goes Jackson. Here comes Strat-O-Matic, who's 1 for 3. Here it is on a 2-9. Grounder to short. Kessinger to first in time. Another run for Houston. On 2 hits, they leave a pair. And I'm going to get some coffee. I can't believe I made it this long. Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Center field is the default. I was just trying to be nice to the Cubs since they're getting hammered. But yes, that would be correct. Center field is the default. I did not think about that. Cuellar takes the mound for the bottom of the 6th. It usually does. Yeah, these computer-only cards are weird. Here's Billy Williams, 1 for 2 with a home run. The pitch from Cuellar. That's a 5-4 lefty. Grounder third base X. Tough chance for Strat-O-Matic, a 218. Here's the play on a 7, error range. 11 on an 18, and that is going to be throw, pulls Harrison off the bag, error, Strat-O-Matic. First error for the Astros. Here's Santo now. Cuellar out of the stretch. Pitch to Santo on a 4-9 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. And Santo goes down swinging for the 2nd time today. And here's Mr. Cub, Ernie Banks. The pitch is a 4-5 righty. That's going to be ripped into the gap in right center. Triple to 9. That is a 2-star single for Banks. To third goes Billy Williams. Cubs trying to rally in the 6th. The batter is Bacavella. Hello, Richard. Infield back, 1 away. The pitch on a 4-8 righty, swung on and missed, strike 3. Bacavella strikes out, and here's the beer batter, Byron Brown. Cuellar from the stretch. 3-3, grounder to short. Jackson charges it, throws on the run in time, and that's the inning. No runs a hit, a pair left after 6 complete. It's a laugher. Astros 11, Cubs 2. Welcome to the blowout. Connors will attempt to pitch his 2nd inning, his first endurance inning. So the length of his outing may just take care of itself, in other words. Bottom 3rd for Houston. You dodged your own bullet, unmitigated. Bateman 1 for 3. The pitch from Bill Connors on a 1-11. Little comebacker. Connors has it. Tosses it to Banks, 1 down. And here's Rusty Staub. The pitch from Connors. 5-5 left-handed. Grounder to short X. That's Kessinger again. Kessinger's had a rough day. 240. On a 5, he makes a fine play and throws him out. Two away, and here's Cuellar. Connors due to bat 2nd when we go to the bottom of the inning. On a 6-3, Cuellar, a left-handed hitter. 6-3 lefty, high fly ball to right. Williams takes a few steps back and makes the catch. So Connors with a 1-2-3-7. Oh yeah, it's a blowout. Let's see if Mookie can save the show here. I doubt it because he's doing his usual jack. I'd rather somebody just used that line in Tulsa King. Anybody watch that show? Mookie's up there thinking I could have pitched better than Ellsworth today. There he is. Here comes the sun. Yep, dead soldier there. I'm blaming that for the false start time. Mook! What are you doing, Mook? You gotta save the stream. Yeah, he likes that. Try not to stab me with those claws, okay? He's got a good grip on it. There, you can have it. Whoops. Okay. I guess that was the high point of the game. Now he's looking like, oh, you're going to tease me with that and then go away? Let's see where we're at here. Yeah, he had his claw dug into that thing. Okay, let's wrap this one up. Cuellar pitching to Hundley, bottom of the 7th. It's a 2-9 left-handed, struck him out. Now we'll have a batter for Connors. Connors goes 2 innings. 2 hits, 1 run, excuse me. 1 walk, no strikeouts. Who's going to bat? What the heck? Let's give Ron Campbell an at bat. He never gets to play. Take a look at Campbell's numbers here. I'm sure he hasn't played much. Can't find him. He is 1 for 4, all as a pinch hitter. Pitch from Cuellar on a 5-5, swung on and missed, strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Cuellar. And the batter is Kessinger. Cuellar into the windup, 2-3, foul ball back to the plate. Bateman has it. And it's a clean 1-2-3 inning for Cuellar. Cuellar now with 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 strikeouts. That's an excellent question, Bill. Perhaps somebody could do the research on that and come up with an answer. Who's the next mop-up man? With Morgan and Jackson coming up, let's get a lefty in there. Arnold Early will pitch for the Cubs. Better late than early, I guess. Sorry, I couldn't resist. Early's been in 3 games. He actually has a save, and he's worked 5 2/3 scoreless innings. Shocking for that card. Early, ready to go to work. Pitch to Morgan on a 5-7 left-handed. Grounder second base X. That's going to be Beckert. 226. Beckert ranging behind the bag on an 18. He's there. Turns and fires in time. 4-3X. Morgan is retired. And here's Sonny Jackson. Early's pitch is a 3-8 lefty. A little comebacker. Early knocks it down, picks it up, and throws him out. And up steps Wynn. Wynn 1 for 4 today, but it was a big one. His 2-run homer in the first started off the scoring for Houston. Early's pitch on a 6-7. He walks him. That'll bring up Nicholson, who also has a home run in this game. The pitch on a 3-7, ground ball to third, single to 6. That's a single for Nicholson. Stopping at second is Wynn. So Early gets 2 quick outs. Now it's first and second, and Chuck Harrison to hit. Harrison 1 for 3 with a walk. Early's pitch. 5-9 right-handed, grounder short X. Kessinger yet again another X play. 240. On a 4. Diving stop to his feet. The throw in time. And believe it or not, yes, it's a web jam for Don Kessinger. That ends the inning. He could have used that in the 4th. Just saying. I looked out my window, and what did I see? I'm checking the chat again now. Here, Bill's doing the research. No non-pitchers pitched in the NL. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, I'd be surprised if anyone did, honestly. They weren't worried about pitch counts back then, and most teams used 9 pitchers. Now they're using, 13? At least 12. Beckert, Williams, and Sano in the bottom of the 8th. Cuellar into the windup. Comes right at him with a 2-7 ground ball to short. Scooped up by Sonny Jackson, who throws him out. Cuellar wasting no time, coming right at him, and here's the windup and the pitch to Billy Williams on a 2-6. Base hit into left field for Billy, his second hit of the day. Here's Santo now 0 for 3. Cuellar with a 5-5 righty, swung on and missed, strike 3, and it's the hat trick for Ron Santo. So Cuellar really handled Santo today, the Cubs' best hitter. Here's his pitch to Ernie Banks. It's a 1-8 grounder to short. Jackson charges, throws on the run, and it's an easy inning for Cuellar. His first endurance inning, by the way. 13 is the limit, yep. Right, left. We'll stick with early. What difference does it make, right? Aspermani will start it off. I want to thank everybody for watching today. Apologize again for the false start time. No game tomorrow. This doubleheader will continue on Monday. 22nd. No game on the 25th. I have lunch with my sister that day and a doctor's appointment. Or vice versa. Early into the windup. 1-9 left-handed routine grounder to second. Beckert to Banks. And here is Bateman. Pitch from Early, 6-3 right-handed, grounder to the pitcher, X. Early, a 351. Hold your breath on this one. On a 6, on a 3, yes, that'll be an error on Early. Third Chicago error. And here's Staub. Left on left matchup for Early. 2-7, grounder to second. Beckert to Kessinger for 1. On to first. 4-6-3 double play. Actually, Ben, I'm planning on doing a game Thanksgiving. Let's look at the calendar. Is that the 27th? Yeah. So I'll be off the 23rd and the 25th, but I will play on the 27th. I have no Thanksgiving plans. All that remains, we might. We'll have to see how it goes. I might get a late invitation to dinner. But, I really don't want to do it even if I do. I'm trying to think of a way to politely decline. I put up with this holiday crap for so many years in deference to my mom. And now that she's gone, I don't see any reason for me to do it anymore. I don't enjoy it. Frankly, I hate holidays. I'm sick of the crass commercialism. All right, off of my soapbox, let's wrap this one up. Bacabella, Brown, Hundley, Cuellar trying to complete it. 6-9 right-handed, grounder short X. That's going to be Jackson, a 340. Into the hole goes Sonny Jackson. On a 20, he's there. Strong throw in time. Nice play by Sonny Jackson. And here's Mr. K himself, Byron Brown. He does have a home run in this ball game. Cuellar gets the sign. It's a 1-8 lefty. Struck him out. Drink him if you got him. Comes down to their final out. It's Randy Hundley. Cuellar gets the sign, the windup, and the pitch. 4-7 liner to third, single to 11, and it's just past Strat-O-Matic and into left for a base hit. Pinch hitter time, if they have anybody left. They do have one right-handed batter left, and that's going to be Adolfo Phillips. So here's Adolfo, who at least for the time being has lost his starting center field job to Brown. Cuellar comes in with a 4-7 righty, same number, liner to third, 2-11. It's a base hit. And now one more hitter walk will fatigue Cuellar. The batter will be Kessinger. That's right, Ernest. And I wear the badge proudly. Here's the pitch on a 3-8 lefty. High fly ball to center. That's going to wrap it up. Wynn gloves it. And mercifully for the Cubs, it comes to an end. 11-2 laugher today, folks. Totals in a moment. 2 more scoreless innings for Arnold early. How about that? That means he has 7 2/3 scoreless innings now. Ellsworth, of course, takes the loss. He's 5-6. Cuellar all the way for the win. Evens his mark at 5-5. Cuellar allowed 3, 4, 5, 7 hits, 2 runs, both on home runs. Walked a pair. Struck out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Ks for Cuellar. Astros pen is in great shape for game 2, and the Cubs not bad because they got innings out of Connors and Early. How about the player of the game? Larry likes Nicholson. 3 for 3, walk and a sac fly, 4 RBIs. I like that. Franklin likes Cuellar. I like that too. Yeah, it's tough. We've got votes for both, and frankly, I'm on the fence. You know what we're going to do? I'm going to weasel out and split it. Co-players of the game, Mike Cuellar, Dave Nicholson. I am biased toward pitchers, though, but it does seem like the pitchers, if they pitch a complete game and pitch well, they seem to automatically get it. I think because I'm overly impressed by the complete game, because of modern era, of course. Oh, man, that's beautiful. I still can't see a damn thing today. This is awful. Okay, Astros, 11 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. Cubs, 2 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors, 2 by the shortstop, Kessinger. Yeah, I agree, Ben. It was shadowed a bit by the blowout. Once it was 10-2, we basically expected Cuellar to go the distance, right? Well, let's see. I'm going to take tomorrow off. Give it to the Cubs party. Yeah, they would now, wouldn't they? Participation trophy. Everybody gets a trophy. Let's look at the pitchers. Game 2 of this doubleheader will be on Monday. A good matchup. Larry Dierker for Houston, Ken Holtzman for the Cubs. And I take back what I said about the fans leaving early. I forgot it was a doubleheader. They didn't leave early. They'll just be drunk for the second game. Crap flying out of the stands. Maybe not. I don't know what they did in those days. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being here. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you on Monday. I'm going to go out and get something to eat, and I'm going to pack up Mookie and take him with me. He hasn't been in the car for a while, so that should be interesting. Until then, take care, everyone. So long for now.